Hey guys, we're here with Mr. Undefeated here with his
St. Patty's Day chain, you know.
Oh yeah,
big, Big chains out here. Big chains out here.
What did you play? What you play?
A pimp named Slickback, man. That's the homie. We're just gonna
Creative.
we're gonna call it that. I feel that simplicity still does what it does in this game, and it literally. I love the perfection build. I love Paul's build. I love ruler more than anything because it's like you have it or you don't, and it gets the games over with so quick that it doesn't matter. So without further ado, a pimp named Slickback, because tribute. And you don't need Idaten in this build because it's just a brick. You just want to get to Ben 10, tribute over the top of Ben 10, put a herald on the field, this guy. And when you have him, and that's a standard board that right now nobody's playing Dark Ruler like that. So if you have this negates Book of Eclipse. So if they have to have like Imperm and Book of Eclipse, and then a good hand. And if you just played normally, or you had a really crazy hand and you ended on Magician of Black Chaos Max, then it's just over with. I'll just say that. But shout out to a pimp named Slickback. Orange Light, Lancia, Diviner, the other fairies. I want to play green and purple. I really like purple for the Imperm. I keep seeing like boards like this where I end on this, and I'm like, if I could have another fairy to like block something else, because I ended up with so many fairies, but I don't think you need it. You just need to keep it simple and just play these. Nothing. Don't get cute. Seriously. Big homie Draconids, Magician of Black Chaos Max. These two were incredible. This dude, just skipping people's turns. I need to play 2 Dynamite. I was only playing 1 today, but I was completely incorrect. You play 2 every single time in almost every version. Draconids is really insane. If you get drolled or anything, he's always the backup plan. And occasionally the spell and trap negate that everybody kind of knows. If this has a material, this is a spell and trap negate. And with the field spell, that's actually like enough to stop Sprite, enough to stop Cashier. Just depends. Didn't come up today, but I've labbed this deck over and over and over again. Kind of rounding out the rituals. The triple Bentens, they're gonna get hit eventually at some point again. Just it's too good, it's too free, and this deck is still too strong. Natasha, no Idaten today. I feel like you either build around Idaten or you don't. But this version, I just feel like just get straight to the point, steal their stuff away. If you load up a bunch of Bentens on your opening turn and they pass it back to you, depending on what you end on, usually Ruler and Fucho or Ruler and the Herald, it's game over anyway. Just depends. But these are really, really strong. As far as the Drytrons, we got triple, single, triple single.
That's a beta male right there.
We call him call him Draymond Green, triple single. But the new Drytron, I'm gonna do a combo video on it. Pretty soon. There's some level 7 access stuff that I really feel like is really, really crazy, but I need more time with it to really like find everything. But Drytron will be able to play the adventure package and possible shenanigans. So I'll just leave it at that. Coming very soon, promise. I love this ratio though. I just feel like max out on the names, keep it simple, win.
Except for beta.
Get straight to it. Also get straight to it, but this is the best ratio, not 3-1, 2-2 is correct. I was corrected on this, and they were 100% correct, because you never brick on the Nova. The beautiful collector's rare, and foolish. Just more Drytron names. The ritual spell you don't need multiples of, because that brick is that bad that you don't want it, and you're not going to run into Cashier like that, because Cashier is not that good. It's good, but it's not that good.
I'll book it with a Dial.
Double Dark Ruler. This is a weird version. I noticed that we're the best Zeus deck, so I just wanted to Zeus people to death. If I didn't go first in tribute for Ruler, I just Zeus people to death. Literally. Like, it was so simple that I'm like, okay, that's pretty smooth. And I really like setting this. That way, if they push through my board, potentially, you still get eclipsed and you lost anyway. And it worked. It worked better than the hand traps for me. And Dark Ruler is just nuts. Dark Ruler is Dark Ruler. Because people still aren't playing, you know, people don't expect Dark Ruler anymore. So it's more powerful right now. Triple. And triple. I missed having that one because I missed grabbing the big guy when you want him randomly in certain combos. You want the big ritual, Draconids, because, you know, he's searchable by that.
Light machine.
Interesting. Some people still didn't know that. You know, I always mention little small stuff because some people still don't know. This side deck is trash, but I figured out what I need to do. This is the counter trap. Didn't have it, never cited it in anyway because I'm like, I'm just couldn't find it before the tournament, but I'm like, the Magic Key stuff is cool. Don't know if that's absolutely necessary. This is game, so it's green light. Didn't see Cash Tira. Definitely would still play it. Blows out the rogue decks. Blows out a lot of decks, except for birds. Birds are chirping. I probably would just go heavy back row and just make more, just take people playing back row out completely because I'm manning all the other hate, like the Dark Rulers and stuff like that. And then in the extra, before we get out of here, as far as the links, you go start with Animal. Really love the Herald. Just being able to recur stuff like that is just absolutely insane. IP was probably the funniest card in here, just because people weren't ready for this combo. And essentially you can end on IP with a ritual monster, then summon this, bounce a card on their turn. So cut this, play 2 of these, because in this deck, you just need this. And unless, I just feel like if you play it correctly, you're always going to summon it on their turn most of the time anyway, or you're going to have the spin ready anyway. So there and there. If your fairies get cut off, then you just kind of go into the Magician of Black Chaos stuff and just wipe people out. And make sure that you remember that when he attacks, he's like D-Mock, you do get to put a spell back in your hand. So adding back a prep can be very, very key.
Gotcha.
The Nightmare Phoenix and the Boral Sword. Again, I just make this another Dynamon, but Nightmare Phoenix for the anti-spell that you have to deal with. Boral Sword, you don't need a kill switch, but it does help to have it. If you have it, it's game. Diviner. I really like everything about this. If you play one, they're going to go after him every time, which makes them leave Beatrice alone, which is perfect because if they leave the Beatrice alone, you can unbrick yourself at any time. If you overlay for Zeus at any time with the downer as the extra material, it's absolutely game. Double Fafnir, I want to play 3, but you don't have to. And in some weird situations where they stop you in some kind of way or shift to you or troll you, you just give them a bird back.
Cool.
And with that,
the birds are chirping.